Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I'm San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria, and I've got an all-star cast of incredible San Diegans behind me I'd like to introduce just at this moment. We have our City Council President Pro Tem, Stephen Whitburn. Easily the most popular member of the city team, City Clerk Liz Malen is here. Liz, always grateful for your public service. Tyler Duncan, Human Relations Commissioner. Louis Nguyen with the San Diego City Employees Retirement System Board of Administration, my Director of Boards and Commissions, Matthew Gordon, and several appointees of various city boards and commissions, San Diegans who contribute their time and their talent to make sure that we're creating a city that works for all of us. So our city has over 40 boards and commissions that collectively play a critical role in helping our local government work. They provide policy recommendations to the mayor and to the city council. They provide oversight of taxpayer dollars. They advise City Hall on key issues. You name it, there's likely a board that considers it. But in order to make these boards work well, we have to make sure that they reflect the diversity of this city and the people that they serve. And doing that requires enlarging these organizations to include more people at the table, folks that traditionally have not found their way to these boards and commissions. I would say very directly, the city has not always done a great job of making sure the diversity of the city is reflected in the appointments that we make to boards and commissions. Over the years, we have not had adequate representation when it comes to women, people of color, and young people on boards and commissions. As mayor, I vowed to change that. And I'm pleased to say that we have made tremendous progress in better aligning the representation on our boards and commissions to reflect the great diversity of our great city. Established in 2018, the city's Office of Boards and Commissions, prior to our administration, lacked the structure needed to truly connect constituents to City Hall. And I'm proud to say that over 7 months, we've managed to make a lot of changes to that particular, improvements, corrections, solutions to that problem. Our Boards and Commissions Office is giving the attention that it needs to reach out to more community-based organizations and to really throw open the doors of City Hall to more of our city's residents. And this is where I want to pause for a moment and embarrass a member of my team. I admire him so greatly. He is doing an incredible job on behalf of the people of San Diego. That's Matthew Gordon, who, as I mentioned, is our Director of Boards and Commissions. You will be hard-pressed to find a harder worker when it comes to serving the public, but particularly to take his incredible talent to try and address this issue of making sure that when people look at the folks who are making decisions at City Hall, that they see themselves reflected in those decisions. Let me tell you about what Matthew's work has done. To date, we are proud that this administration has made over 50 appointments to 15 separate boards or commissions. Of those appointments, 70% are people of color. Half of those appointees are women. We have made multiple historic appointments, people who have served on boards that who are the historic first of their kind. I'm thinking about great San Diegan, Ismahan Abduhali, who is the first black Somali refugee to serve on the County Water Authority. The youngest appointee ever to that board, Valentine Macedo Jr., Lisa Marie Harris and Michelle Bush, two African-American women who have been appointed to our city's employment retirement system. And for the first time in 20 years, we have a resident of Council District 4 on our city's planning commissioner, retired firefighter Ken Marlborough. We also have added Black, Asian Pacific Islander, and Latino representation to our Small Business Advisory Board. And let me just divert from my comments here because I want to drive home a point that is important. While these individuals are historic firsts, while they are demographically different than what we have seen on these boards in a long time, I want to be extremely clear. Each of these individuals is supremely qualified to serve on these boards. Michelle and Lisa Marie have had long, successful careers in public finance, and they're using those skills to help steward our city's pension system at a unique and interesting time as we start to invite people back into the pension system after we have dealt with the debacle that was Proposition B. When I think about Val Macedo Jr., Val is maybe a young man, but he's already made tremendous contributions to our city, and as someone who works for local LIUNA Local 89, when we consider the billions of dollars that our city's water authority will spend, making sure that those dollars create good local jobs that help expand our working and middle class in the city, that's the value add that Val will bring to that board. And Ismahan may be a refugee from Eastern Africa. And you think about what it is to end up in San Diego, having to restart your entire life. You can imagine the perspective that she will bring as the Water Authority considers how we will bill people for water in this community, and recognizing and understanding the needs and concerns of low-income families of all kinds of demographic boxes. That's the value add she brings to that conversation. I could go on and on. The demographics are remarkable, but their experiences are exceptional. And I want to remind folks that in the vast majority of all these cases, these San Diegans do this work for free. They're not compensated in any way. They do it because they love this city. And again, back to Matt Gordon, he's finding these individuals, he's vetting them, he's preparing their nominations, he's presenting them to the city council, and the city council is confirming these nominations. I will tell you that this diversity and this equity is important to our city's future success. We have to have decision makers that understand and could put themselves in the shoes of so many San Diegans as we make these important decisions on behalf of the 1.5 million people who call this city home. I would suggest that this kind of representation makes our city government so much better, so much more responsive, so much more accessible to the taxpayers of this city. And I want to be clear, we are not nearly done yet. This is just the first 7 months. We have many more months ahead of us, and I want to draw the public's attention to a new online, streamlined application process for boards and commissions. This system, which has previously this process was a bit arcane, a bit more difficult than it needed to be, not nearly as transparent or as accessible as I would expect for this city. And so we have undertaken a new process to make this simpler, easier, more online, 2021 compliant. So I want to encourage San Diegans to use our new web portal, which is www.onboard.sandiego.gov. One more time, onboard.sandiego.gov. If you want to help make your city a better place and to build a San Diego that truly works for all of us, then I ask you to apply to serve on a board or commission. If you want to make your voice heard at City Hall, apply to serve on a board or commission. And if you have a specialized background or professional expertise, I'm certain that there is a board or commission where that particular talent could be used for the benefit of your neighbors. Growing up, my parents always told my brother and I that if you care about something, you should leave it better than you found it. I will tell you that by serving on a board or commission, you can make this city that we all love so deeply far better than you found it. And I encourage you again, please apply for these boards and commissions. We want more of you to serve on them. With that, I want to turn it over to my partner in this effort, Councilmember Whitburn, Council President Pro Tem Whitburn, has been zealous in his recruitment of individuals to nominate or recommend to my office. He's found some real gems, people who are now serving on boards and commissions. He's been a true partner in this effort, and I'm glad he's here. Council President Pro Tem, would you give us a few words?
Well, thank you, Mayor, and good morning, everyone. My thanks as well to everyone who is here with us this morning. And for those of you who are serving on boards and commissions, thank you very much for your invaluable service to our city. I, too, like the Mayor, want to particularly acknowledge and extend my appreciation to Matthew Gordon, the Director of Appointments to Boards and Commissions for the Mayor. He's been working closely with my office and with others on nominations for various boards and commissions and keeping us informed and up to date. Serving on a board or commission is one of the best opportunities for people to represent their community and to serve our city. From the Commission for Arts and Culture to the Historical Resources Board to the new Commission on Police Practices, these boards do important work for our city. The recommendations they make are taken seriously. When a proposal comes before the City Council, one of the first things I look at is what our boards and commissions had to say about it. The City Council wants input from people across San Diego who reflect the diversity of our neighborhoods. Women, our BIPOC communities, our LGBTQ community, the disabled community, and many others have historically been underrepresented in these opportunities. The Mayor is giving many more residents a say in city government by appointing such a well-rounded group of new commissioners and board members. I hope this encourages more people to join us and to use their skills and experience to serve our city. As the Mayor said, we still have more seats to fill. This is easier now that the city has implemented that new onboard online system tracking boards and commissions and their members' terms. You can go online and see which have seats that are available now and which have seats that will be coming available soon. You can see which ones interest you and which ones match your skills and experience. Serving on a board or a commission can be a terrific experience. I know, before I was elected to the City Council, I served on advisory bodies myself. I found them interesting, I found them rewarding. You learn so much about the local issues that are important to our communities, and you can truly make a difference in these positions. Please let us know if you are interested or would like more information. And now I'm pleased to introduce one of our city's leaders who is instrumental in this process, our terrific City Clerk, Liz Malen.
Thank you so much. We all know participation in local government is key to a healthy democracy. And as your city clerk, the neutral guardian of process, enhancing access by increasing transparency is an enormous part of what I do. I am thrilled to be working with individuals who are leaders in their own dedication to access and participation. Our Mayor, Todd Gloria, the Council President and Council members, which of course includes our Council President Pro Tem, Stephen Whitburn, who just spoke. It's easy for me to get up here and just talk about my commitment to participation or to increasing participation. But what does that really mean? One important step is placing the tool for information access squarely in the hands of the public. The implementation of Onboard, an online boards and commissions management system, is one such step. I am super proud to have worked closely with the Mayor's Office of Boards and Commission to put this into place. We brought it to fruition, and I'd be remiss if I also didn't acknowledge my own Deputy Director, Deanna Fuentes, who worked very closely with Matthew Gordon to make this happen. We all know individuals can't participate in local government if they don't know the full range of options that are available to them. Onboard allows stakeholders to run reports, to monitor membership, to check for vacancies, and to look for possible expiring terms. In addition, our mayor wanted to make it as easy as possible for people to apply. So the application is online, facilitating a one-stop shop experience for interested parties. That's right, people can go online, they can look at a particular board or commission, they can look at several, they can look at the legal underpinnings for those boards and commissions, they can see what qualifications are required, they can see if there are vacancies, what membership, they can look at all of that information in one easy place. The access has been improved tremendously. I'm really proud of the fact that we've been able to pull together one San Diego, one city. We're making it happen. And in this one place, individuals can find just a plethora of information about how they can interface with the city, how they can participate, how we can be a better city. So thank you. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tyler Duncan, Human Resources Commissioner.
Hello and good morning. My name is Tyler Duncan, District 7 Representative for the Human Relations Commission for the City of San Diego. The Human Relations Commission's mission is to promote activities that foster understanding, respect, and inclusion amongst all San Diegans. We believe in protecting human rights and civil rights while ensuring that San Diegans have the access to resources available to make a positive impact in our community. The mission, similar to many of the city's boards and commission, is focused on representing and advocating on behalf of all San Diegans. In order to successfully accomplish this mission, diverse and equal representation and participation are needed from each and every one of our communities. Mayor Todd Gloria continues to honor diversity, equity, and inclusion as one of the top priorities for his administration, not only through the appointment of a variety of diverse commissioners like myself, but through the creation of the Office of Race and Equity. The Office of Race and Equity will provide education and technical support to city staff, local law enforcement, and elected officials, leading to the recognition and mitigation of systemic bias and barriers to fair and just distribution of resources. This vision is also shared by council members like Raul Campi CEO, who stays committed to filling the needs of our city, diligently supporting initiatives like the creation of the Office of Child and Youth Success, an office dedicated to investing more of our city's resources for the success and for the children of the youth in mind. These types of commitments are what will continue to push our city forward and help us truly understand why honoring one's authentic story and perspective is so important to the advancement of our city. I recently joined the commission because I care about our community. I care about making an impact and making sure that all of our voices are heard. I encourage anyone who cares about the city the way that I do to get involved, represent your community, and advance your purpose by serving on a board or commission. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Nguyen of the City of San Diego's Employee Retirement System Board of Administration.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nguyen. I am the Chief Investment Officer of Mission Driven Finance, a San Diego firm using investments to solve social pain points. I was recently appointed by the mayor to the board of the San Diego City Employee Retirement System, known to many as SD-CERS. I was born in Vietnam and came to the U.S. as a little boy. When I arrived in San Diego in the late 90s to take an investment job, SD-CERS was actually one of my clients. One day, as I was presenting to the SD-CERS board, I remember thinking, how can a refugee boy like me ever get to sit over there as a board member? Well, here we are today. Thank you, Mayor Todd Gloria, for your vision and courage to promote diversity and inclusion at the highest level of San Diego. As a refugee living in a city enriched by many generations of immigrants and refugees, I see community service as an investment in our current and future generations. The set of appointees nominated by Mayor Gloria elevates the importance of lived experiences, a group I am proud to be a part of. Having a diverse group of residents join a board or commission is a great way to ensure our city's makeup is reflected in the city's key decision-making positions. I personally believe this is of great importance during this time of social unease that we live in. Lastly, I would add that my involvement with SD-CERS would only be possible through the generous backing of Mission Driven Finance, who also recognizes that important community work requires the support of the whole ecosystem. For those who are interested in providing your skills to make this city great, please check out the website that's been set up and start your investment in our great city today. For employers who also believe in the power of civic engagement, please consider supporting your staff in their mission to give back. Thank you. Thank you.
That's a great point, Louis. Thank you for driving that home. We know a lot of employers will give up a little bit of their employees' time to participate. He's not scheduled to speak, but I'm going to make Matt Gordon show this face because, you know, I don't do the work. It's staff that does the work, and Matthew has been working extremely hard. So do you want to say anything? You don't have to, but I would love for you to say a few words because I'm so proud to have you on the team.
I wasn't prepared, but thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Council President Pro Tem Whitburn and the council members. Thank you, City Clerk Elizabeth Malen and her team, Deanna Fuentes, for the hard work that you put in. Over at the Office of Boards and Commissions, we firmly believe that the citizens should participate in their government. This is your government. You deserve to be a part of the decision-making process. And the platform is here with boards and commissions for the city of San Diego. I couldn't be more proud of the work that we have done in the last 7 months. We have so much more work to do. We're excited for the work ahead and grateful to be a part of this arm of government that provides a level of access to San Diegans to be a part of the decision-making process. So with that, I'm not going to ramble on, but thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you all for showing up today.
That was a growth opportunity for Matthew. You know, we've worked together a lot of years. His personal growth is one of the things I'm proudest of. I tell you, longer I'm in this line of work, the incredible staff people who come forward, who want to serve their city, watching them grow and move on and do bigger and bolder things. And Matthew is just doing a fantastic job. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Matthew. I want to just conclude, you know, something that Council President Pro Tem said that it's been a minute that I've been doing this, but I was once appointed to a board. I served for several years on the city's Housing Commission. And I think back to the trepidation I had in even applying, thinking, is I even worthy of being able to do this? Could I make a contribution? And then understanding how to even do that, which we're now demystifying with this web portal. You know, it's not, you don't have to find a phone call, you don't have to track somebody down. It's all there. The information is equally available to all. Doesn't matter who you know, doesn't matter what your background was, it's there on the website. Go and check it out. So I remember being fearful if I could make a contribution, trying to figure out how to get it done. A woman named Tony Atkins believed in me and helped make my appointment possible. And it wasn't too much longer after that someone said, maybe you should serve on the city council. And then look at me where I am today. I'm not saying that everyone on the board of commissions can become mayor of the city. What I'm saying, it's not a bad place to start, right? So again, we want to throw open the doors of City Hall to the people of this great city, invite you in to be a part of the decision-making process, to make it as easy and as transparent and as accessible as it is. I thank Liz Malen, who has been doing this work longer than any of us and does it so well. Liz, you're an incredible part of our team, and we're so grateful. And of course, Deanna, who we worked together a while ago, and her growth has been really amazing to see. And I would just wrap up by saying, not all of them got to speak today, but these are incredible San Diegans on our Arts and Culture Commission, our Small Business Advisory Board, on our Park and Rec Board. I'm missing on several, but they are important groups who, as the Council President Pro Tem mentioned, inform decision-making in this city. When you look at staff reports to the City Council, there's a call-out box for what did that commission or board decide? What was their vote? It's that critical decision-making. So as mayor of this city, as I get about the city, I get a lot of people who offer me free advice. They got all kinds of suggestions about what they want to see in their city. This is how you get that advice acted upon. This is how you make that voice be heard. So I encourage you, onboard.sandiego.gov. Put in an application. Give us the chance to consider your skill sets and your talents, and let's put them to work for this great city. I think when more people are at the table, we will move this city forward in a way that we can all feel good about. So again, thank you to the media for being here today to help us spread this word, to get it out. I'd ask you to talk to any of these individuals, to talk about their experiences. Let them help inform others about how rewarding an experience it can be to be a part of decision making here at City Hall. We'll be happy to do that one-on-one. But again, thank you for being here today, and thank you to the team who are making these improving numbers really, really something that we can all be proud of. Thank you all very much for being here today.